From Victor Osimhen wanting 12 million a year to Chelsea likely to hijack Arsenal targets, Liam Delap being wooed by Manchester United. And as for Nicolas Jackson, who has been a topic of discussion among Chelsea fans, there's a lot to unpack, so as always, make sure you drop a like, subscribe if you are new, and let's get straight into it. All this come after a miserable game in Northeast, where Chelsea lost 2-0 to Newcastle. A game that's not only exposed our Pepper thin line striker depth, but also asks the very real question: are we building a team for present or a football manager save in 2029? We lost 2-0, Sandro Tonali scored early, and Bruno Guimaraes wrapped it up late. But the real turning point is Nicolas Jackson red card. Now look, Nicolas Jackson has got potential. He presses, he runs, he occasionally scores, but what he doesn't do is lead the line like a world-class number 9. His red card wasn't just reckless, it's a symbolic of chaos up top. Jackson is not the sole reason why Chelsea are flirting another year outside the Champions League, but he's certainly not helping the case. If Maresca project is a puzzle, then Jackson is starting to look like a piece from another box. And what's even worse is that no backup striker, not one. We had wingers, we had midfielders, probably a good goalkeeper that could play first 9, but no actual striker. And now, my friend, that's a very big indictment on the board. Here is the brutal truth. Jackson's red card is a blessing in disguise. Now, the club has no choice but to confront the issue. Chelsea need a striker who doesn't just have potential. They need someone who can deliver 20 goals, composure, consistency, and leadership. So yeah, Jackson's red card was bad, but it might be a wake-up call we needed. And if Chelsea are serious about climbing back to the top, it starts at the top of the pitch. No more excuses, no more first 9, just get a striker. Now I'm diving deep into a chess game that is happening behind the scenes at Stamford Bridge. Because apparently Maresca wants silver foxes with experience, while the board are busy buying players who still ask their mom for Wi-Fi password. So the big news from Julian Rollins is that Enzo Maresca, yes, the man with faith sharper than Chelsea's downfall post-December, wants players who are ready now. No more development projects, no more 19-year-old Brazilian who need 3 years of English lesson before saying Premier League is tough. No, he wants women, bold, gritty with 300 Serie A appearances and at least 2 red cards on their CV. But on the other hand, the club hierarchy is obsessed with youth, potential, and future profits. Why, you may ask? 3 reasons. Number 1, market value. If they pop off, you can sell them for 80 million, like they are crypto in 2021. Number 2, lower wages. Because let's be honest, 19 years old don't have agents bold enough to demand 300k a week yet. And number 3, resale value. You can't flip a 32 years old for profit unless he scored Lionel Messi. And it's exactly why most of Chelsea targets this summer are under 23. Here is the dilemma. Maresca wants maturity, the board wants youth. Can they meet in the middle? Look, there is a clear contradiction going here. Maresca is saying give me men, the board is saying we prefer boys with potential resale value. One side wants experience, the other wants to excel on spreadsheets and amortization. But here is where things get tricky. Both sides have a point. Maresca doesn't want to get sacked by November because the team average age is 21 years and no one knows how to manage a game. But the board doesn't want to spend £100 million on someone who is turning 30 next year with nail made of glass. But when you think experience has been ruled out entirely, according to Football Transfers, Chelsea are in crunch talk this week with Victor Osimhen's representative. The issue is wage demand. The Napoli striker on loan at Galatasaray is asking for 12 million a year, a figure that Chelsea are trying to negotiate down. The striker is currently at loan at Galatasaray after his time at Napoli and have been one of Europe's standout performers. Osimhen is reportedly asking for 12 million a year, which could make him one of Chelsea's highest earners. Chelsea is known for a careful approach to wages and will negotiate that figure down if they are to move forward with the deal. But that's not all. Osimhen also have a 75 million release clause at Napoli, which is likely to be the starting point for negotiation. Given the striker form this season, Napoli will likely want to demand close to that release clause. While this remains unconfirmed by major sources, it's noteworthy if this deal goes through. It could be a significant shift in Chelsea's approach, especially considering the club previous reluctance to break their wage structure for a single player. Chelsea's situation has been a topic of concern this season. Nicolas Jackson, despite flashes of potential, has had a difficult season, and his red card in the last match against Newcastle would cost us a valuable point in the race for Champions League. and now a reliable and experienced striker is a necessity. Osimhen could provide that exactly. With his proven track record in Serie A and now at Galatasaray, he has a clinical edge Chelsea need. He's a complete forward who can deliver in high-pressure situations, something the current squad has lacked. While his age might be a concern for some, he's 26, which isn't ancient, but might put him outside the under-25 project which Chelsea lean towards. He's the kind of player who can immediately make an impact. His goal-scoring ability would be the difference between competing for top honors and struggling to stay in top 4. Of course, paying 12 million a year would break Chelsea's current wage structure. It's a big risk, but at the same time, signing a player of Osimhen's caliber would be a game changer for the club. If Chelsea truly want to compete for major honors, having a world-class striker like him would help push the team to the next level. So while this remains just a rumor for now, the potential signing of Victor Osimhen would certainly raise some eyebrows. He's a proven goal scorer with experience Chelsea needs. And if they can find a way to make it work financially, it could be a smart move. But wait, there is more. Just when you thought the striker situation at Chelsea wouldn't get any more interesting, we have got Viktor Gyökeres making waves. The Sporting CP forward is quickly establishing himself as one of the best strikers in the world, with his relentlessness, scoring form, and dynamic play. A Portuguese outlet is reporting that Arsenal has submitted a €75 million bid for Gyökeres. And to make the matters worse for them, they have already agreed personal terms with the player. Sounds like everything is set. Arsenal as usual are looking to secure the deal before anyone has the chance to react. But surprise, surprise, there is a twist. Arsenal are scared Chelsea might go full Todd and drop $100 million just for fun. And let's be honest, when has that not happened before? It feels like Chelsea are on a one-way street to Arsenal target list these days. It's like watching a drama unfold on a reality TV. Arsenal makes the first move, then Chelsea move in like, oh, we're interested in the same player. Gyökeres have a $75 million release clause. With Chelsea financial power, they could outbid Arsenal if they decide to go all in. Now, don't get me wrong, Arsenal has made some good moves recently. But if there is one thing Chelsea has perfected, it's making sure their London rivals don't have the last laugh in transfer markets. Just ask Mustafa. Oh wait, don't, because that's not the one we hijacked. If Chelsea decide to enter the bidding war for Gyökeres, it's a sign they are serious reinforcing the attack. He's not just any striker. Gyökeres is one of the top forward in world football right now. Strong, quick, clinical in front of goal, and he gets everything Chelsea need. While he's playing in Portugal, his form has been impossible to ignore. With $75 million release clause, Chelsea could be getting a player with world-class ability and would immediately impact the squad. While Arsenal might think they have got the deal wrapped up, Chelsea have the financial muscle to throw a wrench in those plans. With Maresca preference for experience, someone like Gyökeres or Osimhen would be a perfect addition to the squad. They are not just players for the future, they can deliver immediately, making them the ideal choice to help Chelsea get back into Champions League contention and push for major title. But again, we are still talking about rumours. An Arsenal fan might want to keep their fingers crossed that Chelsea don't come knocking again. Now, Simon Johnson of The Athletic has confirmed what we all suspected. Chelsea has been planning a striker move for months. And guess who is on the list? Benjamin Sesko, Liam Delap, and Hugo Ekitike. Sounds like a tropical Chelsea shopping list, right? But here is the thing. None of these options exactly is a game changer we need right now. Let's talk Sesko first. He's young, athletic, developing fast, but let's be real. With a reported €90 million transfer fee, that's 15 million more than what Osimhen and Gyökeres are valued at. You really have to ask yourself, is Sesko worth the price tag? Chelsea could easily look elsewhere for a player who can have an instant impact, rather than the one who still have a long way to go. Potential is great, but at that price, you expect more than potential. You expect results now. Now there is Liam Delap. The Ipswich striker, yes, the Ipswich striker. Serious interest, sure, but he doesn't really have the experience to lead Chelsea line in the way we need. With Chelsea striker woes this season, we need more than just a guy with potential, who has done a bit in the lower league. Delap could eventually come good, but is that really the answer for a team that is struggling to make top 4? Now let's talk Hugo Ekitike. This is an interesting one. Flopped in France, but he has been absolutely lighting it up at Frankfurt this season. Would he be the one to finally show why there was so much hype around him before? Maybe. But again, this is a player who have shown flashes of brilliance, just not enough of them in France. And will Chelsea be willing to take a gamble on a player who hasn't fully convinced on the biggest stage? But the plot thickens. TalkSport's Alex Crook is reporting that Manchester United are now optimistic about winning the race for Liam Delap this season. They believe if they secure Champions League by winning Europa League, they will be in the pool to sign him. And if United do pull that off, Chelsea could be left watching as another long-term target goes elsewhere. But let's be honest, that might not be the worst thing in the world. Delap has potential, sure, but is this really Chelsea level? For a club trying to compete in the Champions League, win trophy, and re-establish themselves as the European force, settling for potential might not be enough. United wants to take that risk, let them. This could be a blessing in disguise for Chelsea. One less gamble, and maybe one step closer to going all in on a striker who is ready to deliver now. That's the video there. I hope you enjoy it. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.